After The Last Jedi and the Battle of Krayt, Kylo Ren was the only person left to lead the First Order. He was at last the Supreme Leader after defeating and killing Snoke. But do you know what came next? Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Nerds of Ren YouTube channel. Here in today's video, we're starting a new comic breakdown series of Legacy of Vader, which follows Kylo Ren between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker and shows his connection to his grandfather, Darth Vader. Let's go ahead and open the archives. The comic opens after the Battle of Krayt and shows Kylo Ren arriving on board the First Order flagship Finalizer. We see a bunch of First Order stormtroopers standing at attention, with General Hux and two other First Order officers standing on stage. Kylo Ren is approaching them with two crates as General Hux asks the new Supreme Leader if he shall introduce him. Kylo tells him that he will do it himself. Kylo then uses the Force to open the two crates and lifts Snoke's severed body out of them like a trophy. He tells his new army that their enemies, the Resistance, are the ones who did this to their Supreme Leader. He says that he is Kylo Ren, their new Supreme Leader, and that this is the end and a new beginning as he throws Snoke's body out into space. He then tells them that he will bring the First Order to glory as the stormtroopers look around slightly confused and then raise their fists the same way they did in The Force Awakens. We then see Kylo having visions in his head. He sees Luke and Rey while getting ready to say, "Let the past die." He then sees the moment where he killed his father Han Solo, while saying that none of it matters as he sees his mother Leia and Supreme Leader Snoke. He then screams, "Let it go," as he sees all of his past haunting him. He says, "Kill it, you whining baby." This part really brings together the scene from The Last Jedi, where he tells Snoke that he killed Han Solo, but Snoke says that the deed split his spirit to the bone. Kylo then ignites his saber and swings it in anger as he presses a button on his comms and asks for General Hux. We now see Kylo and Hux having a long conversation. Kylo tells Hux that he can be at ease, as he is a trusted advisor. He then tells Hux that he would like to know of Snoke's plans for the First Order. Hux tells him that while Snoke did indeed have his plans, he is dead, and Kylo Ren is now the leader of the First Order, who controls the galaxy's largest military. He then says something that upsets Kylo. He tells him that with the power of the First Order, he could fulfill the dream of so many of their forebears and rebuild the Empire. Kylo tells him that his forebears shaped the galaxy as they know it, but Hux's bloodline only produced lieutenants and lickspittles, and that he needs to not speak of their bloodlines in the same breath. He then tells Hux to tell him what resources they have and who threatens them. Hux informs him that they still possess a formidable fleet of Star Destroyers and their support vessels, along with fighter craft, transports, and land vehicles. They also have many battalions of stormtroopers spread out across the galaxy, and enough supplies and treasures to buy whatever they might need. Hux then starts thinking about all of the options they have. He starts talking to himself and thinking of the decisions that need made. This didn't sit well with Kylo. He asks Hux if he'd given him an order to do those things, as Hux replies and says, "No, you have not." Kylo then gives his first order as Supreme Leader and tells Hux to build him a throne. He tells Hux to build it with whatever materials he chooses, but that he better get it right the first time. The comic now pans to Kylo in his chambers with the melted mask of his grandfather, Darth Vader. Kylo asks how Darth Vader did this for so long, that for decades Vader ruled over weaklings, and it makes no sense how that could be fulfilling enough. Kylo starts questioning himself, saying that he thought he wanted to follow in Vader's footsteps, but now he does not. Kylo then says to himself that he is not Vader, he is not Luke, he is not Leia, and he is not Han Solo, and he is not any of them. He says that he told Rey to let the past die and to kill it, but says that he has done that. Kylo gets upset, wondering why he isn't free from his pain if he already has let the past die. He says that there is still more to do, and that more has to die as he uses the Force to lift Vader's helmet in the air. Kylo then says that he will start with Vader while staring at the mask. The comic now pans to Mustafar, where Kylo has arrived to go to Vader's castle. As Kylo is walking up the steps, there are a small group of raiders who are wielding bow and arrows. They try to welcome their new guest by shooting him. All of a sudden, an arrow that was flying directly at Kylo's eye gets stopped using the Force, and he then throws it to the ground. Kylo then ignites his lightsaber and calls them cowards and runs toward them. Kylo has a lot to say as he absolutely destroys all of them. Someone watching from a window says that he's fascinated by Kylo's abilities. He wonders if Kylo is a plunderer, pretender, or a prince. As one of the raiders yells for Kylo to die as he tries to stab him with his staff, Kylo lifts him up using the Force and says, "You first," as he then breaks his neck. Kylo then holds his side as it appears that he did get impaled by the staff and is bleeding. As Kylo enters Vader's castle, he is greeted by a character named Vanny. Vanny questions Kylo's connection to Vader, as the doors would not have opened without the blood of Anakin, which of course is also inside Kylo. Kylo tells him that he is the grandson of Vader. Vanny tells him that he once served Vader and would now serve Kylo, as Kylo says that he would kill him because he is the past, as is Vader and the entire castle. Kylo then says to free himself, he must destroy everything in the past, as it strangles him under the weight of its expectations and legacies. Vanny calls him a foolish and ignorant child. He tells him that Vader's power was his past, as he projects a hologram of Vader. Vanny explains that Darth Vader never allowed himself to forget his past, even though it was filled with horrors. His loss and his pain, and his rage at the things that happened became his fuel. The dark side ran so strongly through Vader, even though he never looked back, because he never let go of the past. Seemingly pleading for his life, he tells Kylo that he can show him how he too can use the past and turn it into his power. He says that they both know that he needs this, and that he wouldn't have come to Mustafar if he didn't. Kylo agrees with this and turns off his lightsaber. And as the comic ends, Kylo looks at the hologram of Darth Vader and says, "Show me." This was an absolutely incredible comic in my opinion. I had so much fun reading it. I'm actually really happy that we're getting a little bit more lore between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker about Kylo. It's also pretty cool seeing that in this series, we may get to see more new Darth Vader lore as well. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, I ask that you leave a like as it helps the video get pushed out to more Star Wars fans. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome Star Wars content, and until next time, my friends, may the Force be with you.